Let's make some jerk oxtail with rice and peas. You see that? That's an oxtail. Don't be buying those little thin oxtails that don't have no meat on them, all right? You want your meat on your oxtails. First things first, though, we're gonna go ahead on and season it up with salt and pepper on both sides. Make sure you can see your seasoning. That will ensure you are not gonna eat a bland piece of meat. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead on and add our oxtails to a dry skillet. I chose to do a dry skillet because oxtails will release enough grease for me and you to use for the next month. But while you're cooking this, if you get to your second batch and notice that it's starting to stick, go ahead on and add just a little bit of oil, all right? You wanna cook it for about 3 minutes on each side until you get this beautiful brown color. And once you finish cooking it on the second side, then you wanna cook it for 1 minute per side, roll it over, get that red meat that's uncooked, cook all that, all right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer that to a bowl so it can get jerked, all right? But do not wash this skillet out. I know some of y'all like to immediately wash and clean as you go. That's good, but don't wash that one. Sit this aside, we got plans for it. Now, Jerk 101. If you're gonna make an authentic jerk paste, you must have Scotch bonnet. It is blasphemy to use habaneros, serranos, or jalapeno in the jerk paste. That ain't no jerk paste, don't do it. So if you can't find yourself some Scotch bonnets, I recommend you picking up some Walkerwood or Grace. They both make a bomb jerk paste, all right? I'm gonna use the hot and spicy. If you don't like the heat, go ahead on and use a mild one. Go ahead on and put a glove on and just rub that oxtail with that jerk paste and give it some love, all right? Now, look at that, look at that. Look, so good, so good. You can choose to stop at that point and pop this in the fridge, but I ain't got that time, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead on and put this into my bowl for my Instapot, throw in some aromatics, so some fresh thyme, some bay leaves, a little bit of garlic. If you don't like garlic, don't add it. Now, since we had all that good jerk paste left over in the bowl, I'm gonna take some vegetable stock and I'm gonna go ahead on and stir that up like Bob Marley would be proud to hear me say. And then I'm gonna put that as my gravy and then pour that over there. You can use chicken stock or beef stock, just don't do water because you're gonna dilute our flavors. Yes, our flavors, because when you cook this, I'm coming over. All right, we're gonna put the lid on, close the vent, and set our timer for 75 minutes on pressure cooker. Now that skillet I told you don't wash, I'm gonna add my onions to that skillet and pick up all those brown bits that the oxtails left behind. And now I'm gonna take some washed basmati rice and transfer that over to a pot. And then I'm gonna go ahead on and throw a little fresh thyme in there. Then I'm gonna throw some coconut milk in there. None of that fat-free coconut milk stuff, all right? And then we're gonna add some chicken stock and also some canned rinsed red beans and then some allspice, salt, and black pepper. Put that on in our pot there. And then we're gonna add some butter. Butter just makes everything taste so much better. And once our onions finish cooking a few minutes later, we're just gonna go ahead on and add our onions to the pot. Now, as I started stirring this, I realized I was gonna have a hot mess on my hands. So let me transfer that on over to a bigger pot. All right, we're gonna bring that rice up to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna cover it, and then we're gonna reduce our temperature to low, and we're gonna set a timer for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, your house will be smelling like a rice and pea factory off the side of a road in Jamaica. Man, this stuff looks good. Man, it also smells good. All right, so we're gonna cover it after we fluff it and set it to the side until our oxtails are finished, all right? And once our oxtails are finished, we're gonna release the steam. And once that starts to simmer down, we're gonna take the lid off and do the big unveiling. Look at that there. All right, give it the tender test. Once it separates like that, it is ready to be served. All right, so we're gonna go ahead on and take our rice and peas and we're gonna serve it up. And any fresh thyme sprig that you may have, go ahead on and discard it as you plate it. Do not be sticking your fingers in that hot rice. You're gonna burn yourself. All right, so let's make a man plate. All right, we're gonna get one oxtail. Look at that oxtail. Two oxtail. All right, you can't just make me oxtail and just give me two oxtail. I need at least 3 to 4 oxtails, all right? And don't forget about that gravy. You just gotta put that gravy all over there, all right? After I finish recording this, I wouldn't put more gravy all over my rice and peas because I'm just a rice and peas type of guy that loves extra gravy on it, all right? But that's how easy it is to make jerk oxtail with rice and peas. Hope you enjoy.